Hello, Great Hearts Texas families, faculty, and staff. My name is Curtis Indorf, and I serve as the interim superintendent. And I'm here at Great Hearts Arlington with Headmaster Duinincks, and we're so excited to share more about this community with you in our series, Championing Our Great-Hearted Texas Leaders. Headmaster Duinincks, you started at Great Hearts as a teacher, is that right?
That's correct.
What was your favorite subject to teach?
If anybody knows me, I love to teach Spalding.
And I know a lot of our school community knows all about Spalding, but
Yes.
What is Spalding and why is it so amazing?
Yes. Spalding is our phonics program. To dilute it even more, it's kind of our spelling program. It's our approach to teaching students how to read through the process of writing. It's very systematic. It's very multisensory. Students use their hands. They say things with their mouth. They listen to each other. They talk about their formation on the paper. This multisensory approach that supports students' development in the English language. I really love this because I didn't get a lot of phonics instruction growing up. I got a little bit. And I like to also say when I came into Great Hearts, that's when I relearned how to write in cursive. And so I had the unique opportunity to do multiple years under a master teacher within this particular phonics program called Spalding. And what I really love supporting our teachers in that from the outset, it seems so daunting and so big and so many rules and writing in cursive and these formations. And yet there are very practical, skill-based habits that we can learn together and the students learn over time, of course, to be able to interact with the English language. Mm-hmm. And so we are giving them these tools day after repetition, not because we want them good at the thing, but because we want them to have the tools to be able to do it outside of the classroom.
Yes.
A lot of the instruction we do is kind of preparatory work. Mm-hmm. The learning in and of itself is good, but it's really about the skill acquisition and the habit formation in this particular aspect of being able to do the thing independently outside of the classroom.
I think Spalding and phonics and phonemic awareness is such an important topic because in education, there's so often fads and trends that we fall prey to. Great Hearts in classical education focuses on staying the course with what we've known for forever. Spalding, explicit phonics instruction, explicit phonemic awareness has always been the case in Great Hearts. And recently, in the past 5 years, it just so happens that the science supports that that's how kids learn how to read. Right? The science of reading has revealed to everybody across the country that the whole language instruction that's happening in other schools is not actually how kids learn how to read. How do they learn? Through explicit phonics instruction and through a curriculum that is deep in word and world knowledge, which our curriculum is all about history and science and literature and lots of reading and lots of depth. And so Spalding brings that to life in so many ways.
Yes.
And is an example of how we stay the course with what's right for kids.
Yeah. I'd add one piece onto there too. You speak about the fads, the whole language learning, the basal readers that even I had in teaching in the public school, and thinking about this idea of not practice makes perfect, but practice makes permanent. And we think really, really intentionally at Great Hearts about what we put in front of our students. Everything is a part of their formation. And the things that they will practice will become permanent. And so when we talk even about writing, about the opportunity to creatively write before they have the skill to be able to spell and to form letters correctly and to form sentences correctly, all that's doing is a hindrance to them because it's putting into permanent the bad habits. Mm-hmm. So if we can start in the early grades, in their early educational formation on the right things, the right tools, then they can get to the point where they can create within that framework of the right habits.
Yes, build the foundation first, right? The right habits first. Headmaster Duinincks, when you think about the curriculum, the content, the what of Great Hearts, what is one of your favorite parts of it?
A pillar, I would say, for all of K-12 education within Great Hearts is our Great Books program.
Yeah.
Of course, I love all aspects of the curriculum, but I've found that this approach to teaching the great works of literature is the most formative. It's the most enriching, it's the most soul-inspiring. So when we teach children at the youngest grades how to read and how to love to read, those are two different things. So in any given grade level, our students study in depth, maybe 5 or 6 works of the canon of Western literature.
And full books.
Full books.
Right? Not basal readers,
No.
not short snippets.
No. Full books, this appreciation of language, because we know that what students are developmentally able to discuss as far as ideas is far beyond what they're able to read independently. Mm-hmm. So there is the skill of learning how to read, and then there's the opportunity to discuss great works of literature. And it's in these opportunities that, one, we're building students' libraries of thought through the good stuff, but also, two, their opportunity to learn the skill of dialogue, mm-hmm. to discuss, to defer, to cite, to support. We are fundamentally committed to the inefficiency of conversation. And these opportunities that our students, even kindergartners, to talk about the great ideas through literature, heroism, justice, happiness, love, starts in those literature lessons.
Yeah. And there's a corollary here to the literature and the great inefficiency of conversation to the Western tradition, to the democracy that is these United States of America, right? Within a democracy is dialogue, is conversation, is great inefficiency in lawmaking and rulemaking. And we're welcoming our kids into that journey and into that tradition. Well, Headmaster Duinincks, thank you so much for all the work you do to lead this community. It is a unifying force, right? This is a place where people can come together, students can come together in pursuit, common pursuit of truth, goodness, and beauty. Families, faculty, and staff, thank you so much for joining us on our series, Championing Great-Hearted Texas Leaders. And to the Great Hearts Arlington community, thank you for everything you do each and every day.